have a special guest. This guy is a conscious brother. I always connect with people that are conscious, people who have truth, who can give you knowledge, who can bring you the things that you're looking for. Okay. So we're gonna be talking about a topic that is very out there, but if you are open-minded, you can find truth in it. I was blown away, and so I have invited this brother here. I'm gonna put all his information on the description. Please go check out his channel, and so that you can learn what's really happening in the world. So we're gonna be talking about the phoenix. I don't know. You probably heard the word phoenix, but the phoenix phenomena is something different. So I'm very new to this topic. It blew my mind, and I want to bring this brother here to explain what he has discovered so far. So without further ado, brother, go ahead, jump in, do your thing, and explain what is the phoenix.
All right. Well, first of all, Satnam, bienvenidos. Thank you, Alberto, for sharing this space with me, allowing me to speak on some truth out here that we need to be aware of and be conscious of. Like he said, we're conscious beings. And just want to thank everybody watching. Hope everybody's in a safe place. Blessings. And yeah, just a little bit about myself before I get into the Phoenix. I'm just, people like to have labels. I just love truth. I like to get down to the core of truth, of the origin of it. You know, I'm the hermit when it comes. If anybody knows about tarot, that's my card. I'm the hermit. I'm the old man shining the lamp. So I'm constantly researching, and that's all I try to do, you guys. I research to find things so I can optimize and ascend my path and help others do the same. And speaking on the Phoenix, this was something that was just brought across my attention too about a month ago, and it blew my mind. If anybody who isn't aware of this Phoenix, it's a phenomenon, but they call it a cataclysm. So basically, it has a cycle. Just as the sun and the ecliptic, as it goes around the degrees of Earth, right? The dances of the zodiac, it has an orbit. It's 365 degrees, right? Or 360 degrees. They took out the five. Same thing as the moon. The moon has an orbit of 28 and a half, 29 days. You know, same thing as Mars, same thing as Venus. So these are all cycles, and they will continue to cycle until eternity. This is what they're programmed to do. Now, as far as the Phoenix, it's another energy. It's you can call it a star, you can call it you can put whatever name you want on it, but it has its own cycle. And throughout history, the Phoenix has been recorded and documented so far 4 times when it has appeared back here on Earth from different civilizations from when it affected that time. So putting all this research together, there's an amazing brother. His name is Jason. He has a channel called Archaics, Archaix, I believe. It's on
I'll put it
YouTube.
on the description as well.
Mhm.
For them.
He's the leading researcher on this. So this individual here, and I like to lay foundation so people understand what we're talking about. This brother here was incarcerated for many years, and he had access to a lot of books that we don't have access to. So he started putting together timelines and doing what's called chronology, and he wanted to dismiss his own religion, and in doing that, he found out about the Phoenix. And the whole interesting thing is that this Phoenix is what's causing our resets. So everybody wants to talk about resets. The most famous one that everyone's talking abroad about is Tartaria. If anybody knows about Tartarian history, about mud floods, dust storms, you can see that there's civilizations and cities that are sitting right underneath us. And every time they dig, they find these cities. Now, if intuition and common sense will tell you that something happened, right? Something happened to cause this world to be covered. And the last major cataclysm, as known religiously in the Bible, is called Noah's Ark, where the whole earth got flooded, right? That was the Phoenix. The Phoenix came at that time, and that really set a marker in our history to where everything was completely reset, not only to our what we call time, our calendars, religion, politics, commerce, but it has such a cataclysmic effect that the ones who have this knowledge, which I'm going to expand on, These are the ones who continue. They like to call them elites, whatever, Illuminati, whatever you want to call them. They know this knowledge. These are the Masons, the Freemasons of today. They understand this knowledge. And these are the ones who always know that the Phoenix is coming at a certain time because it comes specifically at a certain time in its cycle. So the Phoenix that's coming is in 2040, uh, 18 years from now. It's returning. And as me and Alberta were speaking here a little bit off camera, some of the signs that you would know the Phoenix is coming is when the sun or the moon turns red. That's an indication. And it does that for 3 years. So basically, when this happened in Asian culture, they looked at it as the dragon eating the sun. It was called the Fang or the Fing, however you want to
Mhm.
say that. In the Nordics, these individuals looked at it as the wolf eating the moon. You see what I'm saying? So everybody, depending on where you're at in your culture, everybody had their own interpretation, but they're speaking of the same thing, which is the phoenix, right? So what the phoenix does is that it basically it does different effects. It's not always the same. The last one that was documented that that Jason was explaining was that it dropped red clay. Hence, you get Tartaria. Everything was covered by mud because that seems to be the evidence that we're seeing from all these old excavations, from these old buildings and civilizations that they're digging up. There's a lot of residue of red clay. Now, red clay isn't natural to Earth, it's not an organic element. So, understanding the phoenix, it's something that we have to really start researching and doing our due diligence in, because if this is the case and this phoenix comes every cycle and it's coming back in 2040, there's a level of preparation that we have to have. We can't be ignorant or um, just continue living like, okay, we're going to be cool, because as you can see, it wipes out entire parts of the earth and it resets. This is Mother Nature's way of, I see it as purging. You know what I mean? Because you can always see and it's true what Jason was saying, we go through different stages. We have the bronze, the iron, the golden, and the dark age. As we go into the golden age and everything is harmonious and everything is balanced and life is good, all of a sudden the dark age comes. That dark age, that event is the phoenix. So basically it's a simulation that we're in. And these are programs that are specifically calculated to run and cycle, and so many years come back, and it basically just does its thing. And the phoenix isn't a bad thing. It's not an evil or a good thing. It's just this is how it's programmed to do. Now,
But
speaking a little bit,
sorry about. Let me interrupt you right there, real quick. I just want to mention, guys, that what he's talking about is on a geocentric model. It's not heliocentric. So what that means is the Earth is stationary. It's a plane, planet. Take out the T, says plane. Just use your logic. Okay. So let me ask you: do you think the Phoenix is some kind of object, or perhaps a star or something that cycles back around and like it activates, when the cycle is due? Is it something that is within the system, or is it something that comes and just appears out of nowhere?
oh, no, good question. No, and first point, no, absolutely. We're on a stationary plane. We're not moving. So if you guys aren't up to that, then you got to really do your research. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're on a stationary plane, and it's basically there's a movie show going on around us. We're not moving at all. Now, to me, from what I've researched, the Phoenix is just an energy. Um, it's a force that it's already in our firmament. We just can't see it because it hasn't been activated, but it's in the sky. You see what I'm saying? And it's a force just like the sun. The sun isn't a physical rock or isn't it a physical object. It's a light. It's a portal.